Here's the passenger side part made exactly like that one. This one's all spot welded in and primered up. Let me see if I can bring it back here. The reason for these, if you remember back in like the first or second video, the trunk supports were cut off to remove the inner wheel well. So now they have to be, see how flimsy it is? They have to be resupported. So that's what this piece is. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is drill some 9/32 holes here for the spot welds, and then here to get spot welded down to the tub. I call this a spot weld. It's a plug weld. Correct. I had to correct myself. So I got this supported right here with a little jacking screw, and I'm just holding it in the tall jaws here. Light pressure. Bam. Move my jacking screw back a little for drill bit clearance. Little deburr on both sides. After I drill these holes here, I'm going to have to grind off this black hot rolled coat so my welds come out a little better than shitty. Yeah, it would have been easier to drill these holes before I bent this all up, but you know, I like to do things the hard way. I ground off all the old trunk paint down to bare metal, wiped it with alcohol. Now we're ready to do some plug welds. Okay, all plug welded, ground down and primered. Rock solid. And again, here's the passenger side. Rock solid. Okay, I ran out of the gray primer, started to use white. Anyway, there's how you make a trunk hinge support. We made some major advancements this weekend. The wheel tubs are completely finished, seam sealed, all filler plates done, all welded in, all primered. Let me take you on the inside and then underneath. Okay, that's the driver's side. We got it all seam sealed, filler plates all done. Let me bring you over to the passenger side. That's all primered, seam sealed. Okay, now we're underside. This is the passenger side, all seam sealed up. All the way around. Filler plate all seam sealed up. 4-link cradle all welded up, welded in. Let's go over to the driver's side. All seam sealed up, filler plates every edge, all the way around. Woo-wee. Man, made some advancements this week and I am really getting stoked. What I have left to do now, I gotta clean all this up under here so I could undercoat it and then I could put everything in. I got the 9-inch housing all painted up, cleaned up, sand it, paint it. Looking pretty, looking real good. That bad boy's gonna look good under the car. Got the center section here with the 389 gears in it. 1350 billet yoke. Nodular center section. So one nice thing about having a lathe and a mill is to be able to make a tool like this. That's the axle seal. Phil, show how that fits on there again. That's all just machined. It probably took, what, 20 minutes to make that part? Mm-hmm. So then we'll demonstrate how this thing works, setting these axle seals. So, ultra black for everything. It's the best sealer known to man on the market today. All right, Phil, go ahead and set that seal. Black RTV.
Ultra black.
Ultra black. Ultra black. Oh, it's set now. Let's take a look. There you go, one perfectly set seal. Now we'll do the driver's side. Another perfectly set seal. All ready to do a little undercoat action. I'm only going to do the back half of the car because I'd like to get my new fuel tank in, which is a Tanks Inc. tank, and I'll do more on that one. And I want to get my 9-inch in. So I'm going to be doing just this section, the new wheel tubs, the old wheel tubs. Everything's all cleaned up, wire brushed, prep soled, and let me show you what I'm going to be undercoating with. I was going to spray it, but I thought, you know, I'm just doing the back end of the car, and this had some pretty good reviews. So I got the case of 6 of this, the 6-pack on Amazon. It was about 60 bucks. So 6 cans should be plenty for the back of this car. Anyway, let's get to it. 1 16-ounce can later, I got both inner tubs, a nice light even coat. Let's see, a little bit, this is the driver's side, and a little bit on the inner frame. The stuff goes on pretty nice, man. I hope it holds up. It's got kind of a dull, it's kind of like a dull finish, not a gloss like this, which, man, I'm not sure if I should just go over all this stuff. It looks so good, painted gloss black, but you know, I want good coverage, I want even, so I'll have to decide. But that's 1 16-ounce can. It actually went pretty far, so it looks like I'll be able to do this in probably 3 cans. Okay, undercoating's all done. There's the passenger side. Sorry about the poor lighting, now the camera's getting blown out. Anyway, it looks all brand new underneath here. Some of you guys my age might remember the old Rusty Jones. Well, this car had the Rusty Jones treatment, so I did not completely strip it because that stuff lasts forever. So anyway, there's the 4-link cradle. So next step is put the 4-link bars in the rear axle in. So there's your update. Okay, undercoated back end. The 9-inch is in. The 4-link, the shocks, coilover Fox shocks. This is all Ridetech, as I mentioned before. Quick performance, 9-inch rear axle. 389 gears, good to about 1,500 horsepower. Got my Torq Thrust IIs on here. 315 35s. It's hanging low. These babies tuck up under that wheel well, way up in there. So I'm really happy with how everything's lining up. Some major adjustments need to be made to the 4-link bars. I gotta actually move the axle over to the left about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, and then set my pinion angle and all that good stuff. But anyway, that's for the future. Right now I'm happy with the progress that we made. There's a shot back end, no bumper. Here's a shot with the car sitting on the ground. Like I said, major adjustments need to be made still. Let's see if I can get a shot of the other side. Here's the driver's side. Here's a shot of the rear with the car completely sitting on the ground. That is one good looking ass right there. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this update. So until next time, see ya.